Greetings, greetings, family. We are live. Welcome, welcome to the Sister Shanice Show platform. Today is a very special day. Today is the Kwame Nkrumah Evocation Hour of libation, of incarnation, sacred degrees, and anthems to keep aloof the sacraments and torch that Nkrumah lit for the total liberation and unification of Africa and all people of African descent. It's an absolute privilege and honor, family, that this platform is being used for this sacred ceremony. It's going to be led and conducted by the leaders of the Osajifu youth movement and the Alkabu-Lan movement, the Alkabu-Lan Revivalist Movement. And together with the unified purpose of Africans, both at home and abroad, we are going to be manifesting and bringing to life the essence, the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah, His Excellency, the Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. His teacher will also be remembered during this time. As you can see, we are directly linked to our family on the continent of Africa in Ghana. We are united in purpose, united as one family. Family, let me hand over to Leader Bandaka at this time, who I'm going to add to the spotlight to open today's ceremony. Leader Bandaka.
Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Mwar Mokurukuru, Mwar Mokurukuru, Mwar Mokurukuru, Kuzai Muzumu Mukuru, Kuzai Muzumu Mukuru, Kuzai Muzumu Mukuru, Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Regai Mazui andi notaura Nipungwa Zimuyo Mangu, Zinzikwe Nemi Mwari. May the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, O Jah of our creation. Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Mwari Kumbore Rai Africa, Ngai Sinzire Zitarayo, Nzwai Meteoro Yedo, Itumuriayo, Itumuriako, Uyamweya, Komborere. Uyamoya, Muzbene, Istumuriayo, Itumuriako, Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Mwari Jah, God bless Africa. Lift up the name of Africa on high. Hear our humble prayers, O Mwari, O Jah. We, the family of Africa, we, this family of Africa, come, Great Spirit, come and bless us. Come, Great Spirit, come and be with us. We, the family of Africa, we, this family of Africa. Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari, Tenai Mwari. Royal elders, queens and kings, princesses and princes of great Mama Africa, I bring greetings in the most precious, powerful and bountiful name of our motherland, Alkabu-Lan Mama Africa, in the sacred spirits of our most gracious ancestors, and in a prayer for oneness, hope, and prosperity for all African people on the face of Mother Earth. Rumbidzokuna Mwari Africa, to the God of Africa be the glory. Rumbidzokuna Mwari Africa, to the God of Africa be the glory. Giving thanks and praises, beloved brothers and sisters, as I greet you from all parts of the African world, one African family gathered around the world on this platform this evening for the culmination of the spiritual expression of a week's observance of the life and legacy of the Osagyefo, Kwame Nkrumah. We are gathered, brothers and sisters, on this 6th day of observance, to give thanks and to give praises unto Marinyakusika, Nananyame, Unkulunkulu, Oludumare, Nomo, Ngai, Mogai, in the name of the creator of the universe, known by the tongues, according to many languages across the length and breadth of the African continent. We are gathered here in the name of the God or the gods of Africa, who reigns supreme, Mother, Father, creator of the universe. We are gathered here this evening to give thanks and to give praises for the legacy, for the life, for the words, the deeds, the sacrifices of this great, worthy son of Africa, the Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah, as the word, as the title Osagyefo suggests, the Redeemer, he who came amongst a suffering people, a wailing people, a people suffering under the yoke of oppression, exploitation, degradation, a people suffering the Ma'afa, the invasion, the conquest of Africa and Africans, the colonization of Africa and Africans, who came among us with the special spirit, a powerful mindset, divinely called and placed among us to raise us up from our bondage, mental bondage, spiritual bondage, physical bondage. Yes, indeed, we are here in a culmination of an expression of thanksgiving and praise for this man who was to us a visionary, a standard bearer, a man who was to us a savior, a liberator, a man who transformed our fortunes. If only we knew, if only we understood the blessing that was bestowed upon us when the Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah stood up and led the first nation south of the Sahara on the African continent to its liberation from colonization. If only we knew and were able to humble ourselves and follow his guide and in his footsteps, then our fortune, our fate would have indeed transformed for the better. But it's not too late. The legacy is there, beloved brothers and sisters. And as we gather here this evening to give thanks and to give praises, to sing our praise songs, to dance our praise dances, to pour libation to our ancestors, yes, to pour libation to our ancestors, for it is right that Africans not only remember our ancestors, but venerate our ancestors. When we fail to do that, we are doomed. As great, esteemed African historian taught us, he said, the invader came and invaded our land, invaded Africa, destroyed our institutions, and then laughed at our gods. Listen, brothers and sisters, laugh at our gods. And then our great scholar, but John Henry Clark, went on to say, and then the ultimate achievement, the invader made you laugh at your gods. And he said, and when you laugh at your gods, they need no walls to contain you. They need no chains to hold you. So we are proud to say that we are gathered here today around the African world to pour libation and to bless and invoke the spirit of the Osajifo, Kwame Nkrumah, and the many great and worthy ancestors who came before him during his time and after his time and done great, good, and wonderful things for the liberation of Africa and African people all over the world. Beloved brothers and sisters, I am charged with a duty this evening just to say a few words in respect of unity and purpose. But before I do so, I would like to pronounce a special blessing upon the elder, the Baba, whose vision, whose guidance and direction has brought us together over the last 6 days, reviewing and remembering the person, the prophecy, the philosophy of the Osajifo Kwame Nkrumah. When others, even in the land where the Osajifo was born, where he grew up, and where he led the African world in the abolition in the decolonization of Africa, there are those who were either opposed to this observance or too lackadaisical to mobilize themselves behind our Baba and whomever else to give the respect and the due honor that is deserving to this man. But oh, brothers and sisters, it is said, oh, it is said that the prophet is often not recognized in his own country. We know there are those in Ghana who respect and revere the Osajifo. But let me tell you, beloved brothers and sisters, he is respected and revered around the world. Those of us who are conscious enough of Africans to know and understand what he meant and still means to us. Beloved brothers and sisters, we give thanks and praises therefore for life, for the breath, the power of mind, and for the devotion of our Baba, Baba Achiaba Adaye Sebo. We hail him. Hail him! Hail him! We also hail and give thanks and praises for the energy, for the wisdom, for the skills, for the determination, the zeal, and the zest of our powerful and beautiful sister, Sister Shanice, and her institution, her media, her platform, Sister Shanice Show, that has shouldered the responsibility of the logistics over the last 6 days. We also hail Sister Shanice. We hail her. Hail her! Hail her! We hail all those, and I Because of time, we'll not call all the names of those who have spoken over the 6 days. But let us give honor and respect to all the messengers who have graced this observance over the last 6 days, helping to illuminate the knowledge and wisdom of the Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. We are more enlightened now because of the vision of our Baba, the direction of our Baba, and because of the skill and the energy and the zest of our sister and the work and the effort that has been put in over the last 6 days. To the group that we are about to be led by in the pouring of libation, the Osajifo Youth Movement, to whom we will be handing over very, very shortly. We hail you, beloved young brothers and sisters, as Africans on the African continent, not anywhere on the African continent, but on the 92 square miles of land that the Osajifo called home. You are blessed to inhabit that land as we speak. And you are blessed with the wisdom and the insight to organize yourselves as a group called the Osajifo Youth Movement, rescuing and reconstructing our authentic African traditions. We heal you, we honor you, and we thank you for your presence and for what you are, the blessing you are about to pour upon the African world and the legacy of the Osajifo. Let me, brothers and sisters, as I round off my opening remarks, just focus very briefly on the concept of unity and purpose.
Unity, yeah, okay.
And purpose.
Yes, unity and purpose is absolutely key because of nightfall, potentially catching our brothers on the continent. We will be coming back to you, Leader Bandaka. Thank you for that beautiful opening. We'll be coming right back to you. But first, let's now go over to our special guest on the continent of Ghana, the land that Osajifo Kwame Nkrumah loves so much. Over to you, Derek.
Thank you very much. We are here at the base of the OIM, and we are here to celebrate Osajifo as we do every year. And today we are here gathered, and we are honored to have all of you on board. And we hope you have a nice experience with us. Thank you very much. We'll move on to Omama Amankwaah Appiah. He's going to pour the libation. We start the whole situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
1, 2, lift down my feet. You not ask to see the distancing. Once the distancing. Thank you, Achaba Adaisibo. Thank you, Sister Shanice. Thank you, Alkabu-Lan Thank you, Ebusiabatan Jojo Hughes. Thank you, Professor Verali Boche, and all the panelists that have contributed in making this year's 50th death anniversary of Osajifo worth memorable. We of the Osajifo youth, who are the homelanders, are going to pour libation to pray to our ancestors. Asase ya encherian po Yankopon for their grace, their support, and their help in carrying on the Herculean task of emancipating the African. So here we go. Encherian po Yankopon and San Odia de Chrewo Yamaubi. Asasiya Odienie. Aha yejine ya ase asamankase kwa ebrintum potokasem ye friend sacred forest. Enti ebedi kan bo atumi a omo ha abusa kwan ansana akofo a ababedi akon de Africa manasi won so ya bo mudin. Atani atawodieni o. Yes. Anjura. Yes. Ayensia yano neti awodieni. Yes. Nana boami bejibi. Yes. Ochi amisachi. Yes. Nakochi. Yes. Pra aso pra awodieni o. Yes. Kano una Africana. Yes. Na wawi yesu wo Ghana awodieni. Yes. Ye boba akwa ni abomu nyina. Abosuma biasa. Sempi. Yeah. Amosi. Yeah. Muna bofu akwa. Yeah. Muna mukura pemenim. Ene ye fremo. Se okunni Kwame Nkrumah ni nkrachi. Ene ye mfi aduonu. Asase ya ye de ye gina wanem. Ye kai. Okunni na wuyi ni ma yen. Enam tweredi amponso. No be konji abibiman. Piao. Modieni. Yes. Amina Bas. Quante venerable. Yeah. Bako diafa osi efunu nya de yi an otutu na bakon odieni. Yeah. Kwajo nyankoma bu penny. Yeah. Kate kukwado abrante odieni. Nei kwaku bontum. Yeah. Senya de hye odieni. Yeah. Ona mudi akon. Moni Rollins siani. Senko obesesa Republic Day or the CDL Day na mwampene. Ya momudin wabra Nkrumah yedi na finchia na ye fom mudie nie. Akofo a modi Africa nim. Mushe mufifre mumoja enkudene ni enedene apesre na modwene ye ma Africa ye fa temper fry mudie nie. Yeah. George Padmore odieni o. Apo Makoni. Kwame Turi Kamake odieni Stokely. Sekuturi bedin sai. Piao. LCR James bedin sa. Piao. Dubois ye fro. Apo ya santua yentiminya wachire. Piao. Mudoso Sekuturi odieni. Apo mo mema. Red odieni ma commerce. Piao. Where dia yanke France amanfo na wesu de be frati asefo afra. Ko Bob Brown uyo kunri uti ase. Ye bodini se ubompa ya Busama Kunavi. Busama Luther King. Go Honchira some family or Osajifo Youth Movement. Yeah. Ni enso nkudini numu yemfa Africa nkonkan. Beje sanom. Yeah. Ya kanisia na findi ebo kunini so. Kwame atuapim. Ampo kantamantu katawire. Opata konje kumbobo. Yeah. Africa jata. Ampo ukaka ye nananom ho no emfie duonum ne nde Kwame yetu yani benkum ni fa Ghana ha ye hu obi a woka je Osagifo youth movement
Apo
Venerable Amin Abbas oka so be soja no ampa wa soja no ene oni eni ho enso eja no edere enu nie wa ohwe bia hwe wo se ukọ oman bia mu ne nkwara dọọso a ne chese sama no anida so wo odachi Osagifo youth ohwe benku hwe ni fa ye tete nkwara
piao
ye de ohun hye wo mu
piao
ahofama honhom nkodere honhom ani ade honhom
Apo
when ye se free mo se munya ye chigina pa
piao
mo ye chidom
piao
ekun na eden
Apo
ekun na ni enyan
wanu hwam
mo amaya bia ye ni oboafo Africa sem no ka bibini a wanya no ho onfa ye hwi ontie o
Apo
sabi otia no ni abrofo dismasi dwa ena cha ba de se bo besie
Apo
dukadaya yetibi wo Ghana ha nananom yesremo mumma ya kokodro honhom mumma ya nokura honhom
Apo
mumma ya yokodro honhom
Apo
ni antimi ni omu siani
wanu hwam
emraso se Ghana ha sa dukadaya NDC MPP se hunu no yeyi na kwa
Apo
Ghana be fa ntuma pefra ana Africa be fa ntuma pefra ejina Ghana so
Apo
weni yesremo mumedum ye mumra ya bia Amin Abbas okọ wabeka mo so onko ye yesre no ne nkodina na kokodro ni nyansa ni nimdia odi adua ye mu munya ya adom ni antimi som ye ni amfa Nimbanyam oyafo Osagifo movement yakoko ya nim
Apo
ye de yensre boni mano nanano munini
Apo
Africa unkwaso owa munkwaso
wanu hwam
Osagifo besu eda yepa Venerable Amin Abbas besu eda yepa
wanu hwam
ekunu ni enyan
Apo
ye ma ye musu Ghana boyeye Ghana tompan Africa DSS brother yete ya me adina odan so no kondeno adina dan so no na koko premier be na koko so na adina odan so masre produce omo ni so na ayro abi man yes nke potoka se ye do yes ti asi ye ni abre yes mo a mo ye adom anuanum amuwo amanone ye anuanum amuwo amanone o wayam ye wakwa ebrentu wa ha ai di betete nkwara Osagifo youth movement mo meso ye mu onya ya dum asase ya ntam da ho betete nkwara woni Amin Abbas Venerable Amin Abbas na ni suade hunu yesre mo mumra fie ana mo firi ko ye mumra fie
Apo
na mo meso ya sin na okuna eden afisuna mu ya pa ya monka ye
Apo
akofo amodi kan akwato wa bibimadi mu monkwaso
jujam Apo
ene enfie duonu mo Osagifo ko ne krachi yesremo a yehia nkodene honhom yehia yokodro honhom yehia ne ede honhom yehia adwulumutire honhom yehia ahofama honhom yehia tima honhom yehia odon fama ye man ne fama bibiman na bibiman kan ko enye ya asemhia na bibiman kan ko enye ya nisuade hunu weni ade a yesremo nananom yegina ha kakra yedi atomanim yenim se nananom se opeso kasa kire Nyankopon na kasa kire mframa yenim se ya aka bia moatie na mbaba ya adom pia o
Apo wanu hwam Apo
So basically,
Kwame Nkrumah kantamanto so dumja katawre Kwame atoapim Kwame ye frewa bro ya ye frewa Nkrumah
flower blue, yeah, flower.
Kwame Nkrumah. Okukodo fru Kwame Nkrumah. Wosi adia ya Kwame Nkrumah. Obroni sro Kwame Nkrumah. Africa jata Kwame Nkrumah. Ye frewa bro, ye frewa bro, ye frewa.
Nkrumah, ye flower blue. And so you free. Yeah, flower blue, yeah, flower blue, yeah, flower.
Kwame ato apim kunya coffee. Obroni sro onu kwa difu Kwame. Okukodu fru Kwame. Okunini Kwame. Opata kunji kumbo Kwame. Kwame ye frewa bro, ye frewa bro, ye frewa.
Nkrumah, yeah, flower blue. Oh, so you free. Yeah, flower blue, yeah, flower blue, yeah, flower.
Kwame Nkrumah. Okukodu fru Kwame Nkrumah. Udu nyansa be kujia bibi man Kwame Nkrumah. One chiska, one chuto di adwene je bibi man Kwame Nkrumah ye frewa bro, ye frewa bro, ye frewa.
Nkrumah, yeah, flower blue. Oh, yeah, flower blue, yeah, flower blue, yeah, flower.
Kwame.
So basically, they are
Una
following in the spirit of
and I was
Kenya.
sa kwesi broni sro. Kwame broni sro. Una obaja omuna broni dwane jane mpabwa. Kwame ma bibi ma fan kuma pa fraye. Ya frawa bro, ya frawa bro, ya frawa.
Yeah, flower blue. Yeah, flower blue. Yeah, flower blue. Yeah, flower.
Na Africa na sumadriyen. Na sumadriyen. Sabe protocol near Freud. Hewers of wood and drawers of water. Obibini da wana bromina sisirisho. Obroni to bibini akwa. Odini frisalaga. Ni aso obroni frisalaga. Yednaba manso. No broni tiapakam. No bibini nam from chain than in sa. Ami when na una nyami yu na be yi frisa kwaso ni. Se abibu man kawa. Na man kawa. Yupi amanya boya bu. Osaji fu movement. Ye de na ye ka. Kwame ye frewa bro, ye frewa bro, ye frewa. Osaji fu ye frewa bro, ye frewa bro, ye frewa. Kwame Nkrumah Kantamantu Kwame Nkrumah Uka wiye Kwame Nkrumah Omobrohu for Kwame Nkrumah Okukudufu Kwame Nkrumah Onukwadifu Kwame Nkrumah Kwame wona wana bekunji bibima ye frewa ye frewa Nkrumah ye frewa bro Osaji fwe ye frewa bro Kwame Ozi Nkrumah never dies Nyankopon wu na ku Kwame wu Nyame si obo ese ne seso na se nyame bo ese ne seso na nyame wu a e de ne ewu ye bibifo nyame wu ne ewu Kwame emi se oti ase tajema mpro uni kukuduru ni wanfa tuo wanfa sikan wo de pen ni unyansa okoji bibi mai no broni mfa ye kam no de afra Kwame ye frewa bro ye frewa ye frewa bro Osaji fwe ye frewa bro Kwame eya bibi manko ewiase nyinara efise wasempo a wodi bo said the world without bomb that done na abrofo hu se English phone hu se senka omunya wo Kwame Nkrumah nka ewiase nyaso Kwame wodi ewiase ba bia kwaso wo bia authority ai that is you fought for the right of the oppressed When a man de carry, when a chest you are a man of the universe. You are an avatar. You are a redeemer. You are a liberator, a great fighter. Come in Africa, Jata, your flower bro, your flower bro, your flower. Your flower bro. Asa you go. Your flower bro, your flower bro, your flower. Yeah, woman. Kwame udumuni Asia. Dedi ayo nwam. Yesi anya bebrese ni soe. Wa wati ni ebedi. Venerable Amina Bass. Asimfo ahu ni nipa ban. Ghana fo ahu ni nipa ban. America fo ahu. UK fo ahu. Australia fo ahu. Canada fo ahu. Mane yedi Kwame Nkrumah finsia na. Omo si yemo Amina Bass. Venerable din ni emfankai no. Venerable unio. Only Mark Bob Brown, the famous Memphis match. When a Bob Brown, when I know him at the Luther King, the Senifan. Said that fire aeroplane by Ghana. So we have Venerable Amina Bass. Now I sing for who nipa bang. Central in for who nipa bang. Ghana for who nipa bang. Africa for the Yemu here. Kwame, your flower bro, your flower bro, your flower. Your flower bro. You go. Your flower bro, your flower bro. Nyansabua Kwame Nabas. Kwante esuma kwante Amina Bass. Onukwafu kukrudufu Amina Bass. Ansro nyami usro nyami Amina Bass. Chiriboni Amina Bass. Una kachire se. Onipa moadwini nye adwuma. Se de nyame otie nara. Nasem ni se osi me kan poto kasem. Osi human being is steered by the mind. And if the mind is not in that wanting correctness of state, the one is counted among dead woods, which burns quicker than the living ones. And even though the wise person will by all means lead the foolish, there is the tendency of the foolish realizing his foolishness or his folly and starting to catch up.
Wow. Allah Akbar.
So Amina Bass your flower bro, your flower bro, your flower. Your flower bro. Your flower bro. Your flower bro. On what prayer no say, when the head does not contain the qualities of thinking, the neck becomes a wastage career. Was it so tisu jan? Oh yeah, krachito. Now you know okon oswade hunu. Kwame Nkrumah suna kwante kwajo ye flower bro, ye flower bro, ye flower. Ye flower bro. Amina Bass. Ye flower bro, ye flower bro, ye flower. Ene eya fofida kese. Emma ahotefo. Me ka ahotefo omo adwene mo ti. No mo ni omo si wo so mbeko agye bibi man. Enya de fudi pefo. Akontor akohwifo awifo oni abrofo dismasi dwa peseme nkumnyafo Ghana egu no no wi asika koto abrochire dabi omo nka ho ene ye nka ma Kwame Nkrumah ne Venerable Amina Bass mudimu ne agigina hai Kwame Nkrumah Amina Bass Kwame Nkrumah Amina Bass ye from bro ya from ya ye from hey ya flower bro. Ya flower bro. Ya Sesia ye beye ahyesude akire se ejana Kwame Nkrumah so and the line that Nkrumah lit, which was sustained by Venerable Amina Bass for the past 35 years, He's been nurturing the Osagifo youth movement in difficult times, because in Ghana here, if you talk about Nkrumah, those who have the wherewithal will never come to your aid. And it's been a Herculean task, and it's been a rough and rugged road for Amin Abbas to sustain Osagifo youth movement to the present. And that Osagifo youth movement, the whole Ghana, it can be acclaimed as the only youth movement which does things by itself. The can-do spirit was being inculcated into Osagifo youth movement by Amin Abbas. And this wise, we use this occasion to serve us also the remembrance of Amin Abbas. So we go into the fire, we go into the bonfire to light the light, signifying the light that Nkrumah lit, which was sustained by Amin Abbas, and which is going to be sustained by the Osagifo youth movement. So on we go. Omama, yeah, Omama, yeah, Omama, Kwame Nkrumah, Kantamanto, Kwame Efrawa bro, Efrawa. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a massafo. Okay. No, I saw no. Where's my queen? Is it? Nana, Efo. It's my queen. Is Asabo. Okay, no, I saw no. Yep. Tiam, I was mentioning I saw no. Yeah. Appiah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nana, I am for. I'm trying to walk up. No. Many are bad. Penny. I was a penny in a West German.
Leader Bandaka, that was quite a ceremony that we just observed there. The pouring of the libation, that was powerful. What was your take on the ceremony so far? Tendai Mwari.
Tendai Mwari, oh, beautiful, powerful, uplifting, you know, empowering in so many ways, just to see our brothers and sisters and young brothers and sisters pouring libation on the soil of the motherland, in the land of the birth of the Osajifo Kwame Nkrumah, pouring libation and uttering incantations in his name, praising his work, giving him the veneration and the honor that he deserves. Yes. It really is not only empowering, but it's cleansing to the soul, to the spirit. And to have that connection, that global connection, you know, it's just wonderful. It's awesome, my beloved sister. I'm enjoying it so much. I didn't want it to stop, to be honest with you.
It was beautiful.
It's wonderful, it really is.
Yeah, yes, indeed. And, you know, every time I heard the name of Kwame Nkrumah being called, it was as though, you know, they were calling him back from the spirit realm. It was as if he was there just, you know, receiving the accolade that they were giving him, you know, which is so, as you say, befitting and deserving. Beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Let me see if I can get some audio back again in a short while, but Leader Bandaka, you opened up today's ceremony with a beautiful libation and some opening words, and you know, set the tone for today's event alongside the Osajifu youth movement. Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm just humbled, and I feel so blessed and so honored, my beloved sister, to be invited to sit in this space. Just happy to be here. The honor and blessing is all mine.
Likewise.
Thanks and praises. Tendai Mwari.
Tendai Mwari. So let's go back over, and this is the torch that has been lit. So that
Nana a handful. Soba ejana ebusiapeni ana nefu hono ejana no ana ebusiapeni ana nebusiapeni oba peni weina wako hono nana apia moko jana ho minimde woko jana hu nesia ameni yo abas nebusiafo ana nema ana nana no weina la woko jana osia yadamasi Appiah. Yadamasi. Obian Chajano Shia. Amen yo Abbas. Lord Pumps. Osajifu. Lord Pumps. Lord Pumps. Oh, Imako and Isiam. Them let's say Chairman. Oh no, na Odi. Akwanfo enisifo ana dey na the whole Jumako Enyan Esiam on the chairman. Okay, we chajan we share. Now clear around the bonfire, which is a dot signifying Osajifo's touch in us. The fact that we are going to continue fighting till we conquer.
So initially, in the point of the libation, called on the spirit of Asajifo, and as the says, and the various who have come in one way or the other. All of them to come and be in our midst.
Nana, helpful.
That this program will be a success.
Helpful. Oh, it's not finished.
And we also called on him. And we've been able to secure this land for our Pan-African brothers and sisters who want to come home. Come in and settle and live the Osajifo's dream. Osajifo's Kwame Nkrumah, the black man. So just Osajifo said the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. And the torch is lit now, signifying the torch of Osajifo lit in our lives. And the fact that we are going to fight till we conquer. Victory shall be ours.
Well, Sister Chinese, Achaiba Adasiba, Alkabu-Lan, Sabatan Jojo Hips. I think what we've done is a significance of what Africa is made of. We are Osajifo Youth Movement, and our vow, never to shy away from Nkrumahism leading to Pan-Africanism. What has happened here today is an indication of our rich heritage, our culture, our custom, our norms. It's unfortunate that time is not on our side. Time cannot allow us to exhibit the stuff we are made of. I think we are built on the program with Alkabu-Lan. So now the libation have been poured, and we did a little bit of incantation. It's led with the divination of the rituals, and finally our anthem and praise songs. So we hand over to the moderator to allow Alkabu-Lan to take over. And when they are done, you shift to us for us to do the praises and whatever. But we, through this medium, wants to appeal to the brothers in the diaspora. The OIM is ready. We have whatever it takes for investment, that is the land, large tract of land, virgin and sacred forest in the central region, in a Samankasi area. We're using this medium to invite our brothers and sisters home to come and let's about Nkrumahism and Pan-Africanism. That was the ultimate aim of Amin Abbas. This is a vision he has inculcated in us. So we're using this medium to invite our brothers and sisters who have to come home and let's help lit the light aloft, because Africa need fighters, true fighters, to continue with where the great thinkers and fighters have left us. And if you want us to go on, we can go on with the praise and the anthem. So if you want us, you still want us to move, we are ever ready to move on.
Yes.
So our anthem is Africa. We're going to sing this song. It's a bemoaning song. It's a song of despair that Africa have lost their cognitive whatever. You see, and it's like we used to say, and we continue saying it, the fish living in the sea or in the water and being thirsty, begging for water from the Caucasian who is standing on the riverbank. This scenario is quite pathetic, and we have the wherewithal, but to turn it into usefulness for our people, our kids and kin, has become a problem. So the song Africa, simply put, states we are in despair. So African youth, we should rise up and fight against the system, which is emancipating our minds, our mentality from of the Caucasian. What we have in Africa today is Euro Christianity and Arab Islamism. And fortunately, and thank be to the Omama, the system is being exposed. Why? It's being exposed. And that we pray that our ancestors will enlighten us, will make revelations to us to run away more from the carcass that has been fed on us all these years. Today, thanks be to Tradian Ponyankopon, the system is being exposed. Preachers of old, Benny Haynes and others, are now confessing. A lot of them are coming out to tell the whole world the deceit they have caused Africans. In this wise, we come with our anthem, Africa. Here we go. Africa, 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 oh Africa. Abibi man, Abibi man, Abibi man, oh Abibi man. Mon sorry, mama yenimere. Asematu yeno, oh Africa. Yahuna maniu, oh Africa. Asematu yeno, oh Africa, Africa. Yahuna maniu, oh Africa. Eti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Eti sorry na mama yenimere. Nigeria. Eti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Zimbabwe. Eti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Namibia. Eti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Côte d'Ivoire. Eti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Burkina Faso. Eti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Oh Ghana. Eti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Yakachiro. Wajinjimo. Jinjimo. Yakachiro. Wampuntimo. Yakachiro. Wajinjimo. Jinjimo. Yakachiro. Wampuntimo. Enti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Mauritania. Enti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Sierra Leone. Enti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Oh Togo. Enti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Oh Zambia. Enti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Guinea Fue. Mon sorry na mama yenimere. Ethiopia. Enti mon sorry na mama yenimere. South Africa. Enti mon sorry na mama yenimere. Ghana. Ghana, the star of Africa. Save Africa now. Forward ever, backwards never. Along we go with him. Calling. Osage focus. rally round Kwame Nkrumah. Forward ever, backward never, along we go with Ghana. Ghana, Ghana, the star of Africa. Save Africa, save Africa now. Forward ever, backwards never, along we go with calling, 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 searching for cause, rally round Kwame Nkrumah. Forward ever, backward never, along we go with it. With all my heart, with all my heart, Osajifo, I want to serve this nation. With all, I want to serve Africa. With all my brain, with all my brain, with all my brain, with all my brain, Osajifo, I want to serve Africa. With all my brain, with all my strength, with all my strength, with all my strength, with all Osajifo, I want to serve Africa. With all my strength. Mampentako, etupi wasenta, mampentako, 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 etupi wasenta, mampentako. Oh, ine. Putusi, putusi, yeah, putusi, yeah, putusi. Awendo, etonsolo. Awame, yeah, awame. Awansesere, ina beskesayo. Yeah, when yeah, we are we are the youth. We are the same. In our country, so we shall fight for our freedom to conquer. We shall say, Nkrumah. We are saying, Nkrumah is our great leader. We shall say, and we are saying, Osajifo is our great leader, and we shall never forget it. We shall fight till we conquer, and we shall say, and we are saying, Nkrumah is our great leader, and we are saying, Osajifo is our great leader, and we shall never forget it. We shall fight till we conquer. We are saying, we shall say, Nkrumah is our great leader. We are saying, we shall say, Nkrumah is our great leader, and we shall never forget it. We shall fight till we conquer. Now we are opening up for the Asafo display. It's time for the Asafo display.
Yan the Siam district. Yeah, Asafo man na watch us no. Lord pounds. So
it's time display of Asafo to elevate
Africa. We are all members of Osagyefo Youth Movement. Whatever sound you hear explains the poem, the artistic value of Africa. So, that kind of such.
Let's hear from the talking drum.
I think the leader can go ahead and talk.
Thank you. As soon as his camera is back on, we will bring on our leader. So, family, the torch has been lit. The great leader Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah will never be forgotten. The torch was symbolically set ablaze, and we want to set the memory of his life ablaze as well. Okay, let's bring back in our leader Bandaka. Leader Bandaka, wow, wow, wow. The torch symbolically, set the fire in all of us, the Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah fire in all of us. The Son of Africa has risen. We heard the anthem, forward ever, backward never. The drums are talking, the dancers are dancing. My brother, I wonder if you could do the divination for us, prophesy for us. Tell us, what did you see? What came to light as that ceremony was happening? What is the message that was communicated to you for us? To those in the audience, to those who are viewing, to those of us, who need to continue with that torch. Please, let's go over to you for the divination.
Tendai Mwari. What we saw was the indomitable spirit of the African. What we saw was the power of the African personality. The Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah says Ghana's independence is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of Africa and with the projection of the African personality in the international community. What we just witnessed was the projection of the African personality in the international community. What we just witnessed is the unfettered spirit of the African expressing itself with pride and with dignity. What we just saw was the invocation of ancestral spirits, the vindication of our way, of our tradition as a people. What we just witnessed is that you can abuse the body of the African. You can even kill the body of the African, but the spirit is indomitable. The spirit is invincible. And so that gave us a projection into the future and the inevitability of the rise of African people. The rise of African people and the commanding once again of our own minds, bodies, and souls, commanding once again time and space, so we can define time and space and circumstances for ourselves. We saw a projection into the future, something unstoppable, something that the Osagyefo could see, something that Papa Garvey could see, something that the Sekatures and Modibo Keita and the Thomas Sankaras and the great Omowale Malcolm X, the great Sojourner Truth, the great Mama Amy Ashwood Garvey, Amy Jakes Garvey, Henrietta Vinton Davis, and many others could see that many of us yet are unable to see. The power of the African spirit, the strength of the African culture, the indestructibility of the African culture, the beating of the drum, the rolling of the drum that calls the community together. In our African tradition, that's the heartbeat. The heartbeat of the community, or the heartbeat of the nation, the drum that evokes that unity, that coming together, that brings us in the center of the compound to gather together as one in mind, one in body, one in spirit. The drum that represents the rhythm of time, the rhythm of nature. And when we dance to the drum, we are representing culture. Culture, the dance of love. The dance of love, the dance of bonding with nature. The dancing feet in obedience to the rhythm of the drum is symbolically the expression of the culture that seeks to harmonize with nature, because African culture, in its authenticity, is a striving to harmonize with the laws of nature, because we understand that nature is the manifest character of Mwari Nyakusika, or in Twi we say Nanya Nyame, the creator of the universe. We find oneness with the creator, harmony with the creator through harmonizing with nature, because nature, we understand, is the manifest character of Mwari. And so when we are unified with nature as a people, when we are truly unified with nature, we are then re-evoking our true nature as African beings, because our character is created out of nature. We are cultivated by nature. That's what culture is about. We are cultivated by nature. Nature has engendered a certain spirit in us as African people. And when we are bonded with nature, and when we are giving free expression to that spirit, there is no force on earth that can stop the rise of the African. So we say in the Alkabu-Lan Revivalist Movement, we say return to the way. In Twi they say Sankofa. We say Sankofa. Sankofa bibi woho. Sankofa bibi woho. Sankofa bibi woho. Go back and fetch it. Go back and reclaim it. There's something of value there. Sankofa bibi woho. Go back and reclaim that which is ours, that which is of value. Go back and claim that which the ancestors laid down for us. Go back and reclaim it, because in it lies your power. In it lies your direction. In it lies your answer to every challenge that faces us as a people. So we rejoice in this moment, and we in the Alkabu-Lan Revivalist Movement, when we come to our shrines to worship, we always chant, oh precious moments, when souls of Alkabu-Lan shall rise in honor and glory of our majesty. Oh, for the day when all our voices shall be raised to proclaim the victory of justice, truth, and righteousness. return to the way, return to the way, return to the way, return to the way. African people, return to the way. African people, return to the way, return to the way, return to the way, return to the way, return to the way. Sons and daughters of Africa, return to the way. Reclaim your history, return to the way. Reclaim your culture, return to the way. Reclaim your gods, return to the way. Reclaim your soul, return to the way. Reclaim your ancestors, return to the way. Reclaim your language, return to the way. Reclaim your names, return to the way. Reclaim your rituals, return to the way. Reclaim your ceremonies, return to the way. Reclaim your prophets, return to the way. Reclaim your prophecies, return to the way. Reclaim your vision, return to the way. Reclaim your purpose, return to the way. Reclaim your destiny, return to the way, return to the way, return to the way, return to the way, return to the way. Sons and daughters of Africa, return to the way. The way is the way of Ma'at, truth, justice, and righteousness. Return to the way. The way is the way of Jehuti, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Return to the way. The way is the way of Muzimu Mukuru, the great ancestors. The way of Muzimu Mukuru, the great ancestors, is true and is right and is good. Return to the way. Return to the way. Return to the way. And as Mama Marimba Annie reminds us in her wisdom, she is one of our great spiritual mothers and cultural scientists. And she reminds us that rituals are important to the African, because in the rituals, we discover the deepest essence of ourselves by observing and participating in the rituals that we just saw, the expression of the African spirit, unfettered. We are feeling and sensing the essence of our Africanness. Our brothers and sisters, this is like a magnet drawing us back to the source. It almost felt like we were there on the ground with them. It's beautiful. And I can share with brothers and sisters, I have had the blessing of experiencing that firsthand through the Africania mission in Ghana. Because many times I've been to Ghana, every time I go to Ghana, me and my beloved queen, we go among the Africania mission, which is a spiritual, cultural revivalist movement like ourselves, except they are on the ground in the motherland. And we worship with them on a regular basis. So that just brought back beautiful, powerful memories. What a ceremony. What a moment. Rumbidzo kunamwari Africa, to the God of Africa be the glory. Kudzai mitzmumukuru, give praises unto our ancestors. Tendai Mwari.
Tendai Mwari. Tendai Mwari. What a beautiful divination. What a beautiful message that you brought forth from us. We're just waiting to get back visuals from on the ground in Ghana, and then we will get some closing anthems. But what a ceremony it has been. Deeply touching indeed. And yes, it felt like we were on the ground there with them. The drums were spoken, the anthems were sung, the torch was lit. And in the lighting of the torch, you know, the vision that Kwame Nkrumah had for us all was lit inside of us. Certainly hope that everybody watching was feeling the essence of the ceremony that was had there. I've been looking at the conversations in the chat. Just want to rise up everybody in the house, you know, all of our regular supporters. We acknowledge you and we thank you so much for being there. Ones like Tag 5104, we rise you up. Papa Cheesy, we rise you up. Sister Afrijamo, we rise you up. Kai Kai, we rise you up. Everybody in the chat, you know, we just celebrate you for being part of this wonderful, wonderful ceremonial event. First time. Great to have you back in the house. Obiaman, Nikowano, good to see you back in other halls as well. Yeah, so rising up, everybody. Thanks for the conversations that you've been having. And, you know, I also, you know, want to send out a special thank you to Chaba Adisebo for the works that he did in the background in making this happen. We also had our brother, Professor Boache, joining us. Brother Jojo Hughes from Turtle Island has joined us. We've got our sister Wendy Adai, who has joined us as well. We've got just a couple of minutes while we wait to get some visuals again from Ghana. In the meantime, if any of, you know, our former speakers would like to say a few words, would like to comment on today's ceremony and what was lit in you as a result of this spiritual event, please switch on your camera and we welcome you to say a few words. So our brother Chaba Adisebo or Jojo or Dr. Wendy, you know, go ahead.
I will yield to Brother Jojo or my sister Wendy.
Okay. Brother Jojo. Brother Jojo, would you like to turn on your camera and say a few words?
I don't have a video feed today. I don't know. There's a couple of so I will join you by audio.
Okay, we've got visual back again from Ghana. So let me bring that visual in. Brother Jojo, would you like to take the floor as well?
Yes, please. And I am touched today. I am really moved. And because I've been in that forest, that sacred forest. And the first time I went to the forest, I ran into Venerable Abbas, the gentleman whose picture was shown alongside with Bob Brown. And if you recall, during my presentation or during one of the panel discussions, I said there was this gentleman that I met who said he didn't want to die in a new colonial Ghana. That's the man, Venerable Abbas. Okay. I will encourage all our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. If you are in Ghana and you are you want to reconnect with the spirit of Nkrumah or the Pan-African spirit, please visit that forest. It's a small forest with just about 4 or 5 houses. That's it, in the middle of the jungle, as we could see. And it's a spiritual experience, a spiritual journey. And that is where Venerable Abbas decided to keep the spirit of Nkrumah alive. And once a year, if I remember, on the 31st December, once a year, the whole Nkrumah organization that is got going come to the forest. And I've been there a few times and I've had the honor of addressing the gathering. Now, having said that, I am happy that the torch that Nkrumah lit was taken by Abbas into that forest, and we saw it relit again today. It warms my heart. It makes me happy. I'm sad at the same time. Really sad that this man who did so much for Ghana has only that small space in the sacred forest of a band of dedicated Ghanaians, just like Omama said, keep the spirit alive. I would have seen the whole of Ghana stand up today and erupt with fireworks to let the whole world see. But such is our Lord. And I'm just happy that Brother Leader Bandanka is here. Sister Shanice, for what you've done. And my brother Adai. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I can only cry. Sorry.
As we can see, there's an interview taking place. The Osajefu Youth Movement leader is being interviewed right now. We will be closing in a short while with some anthems as soon as the interview has finished. What a ceremony it has been today. Wow, wow, wow. We have been spending, today is day 6 in a series of events in remembrance of the great African leader, Osajefu Kwame Nkrumah. And as we stand during the week, he will never be forgotten. He lives on. He will never be forgotten. Forward ever, backwards never. So, you know, it's been a really special day today as we've invoked the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah himself, you know, where we've called for a one Africa, united Africa. We've been invited to the sacred land as well as Pan-Africanists, as Nkrumahists. We thank our brothers and sisters for the invitation as well. We share the invitation amongst those who we feel could do justice. Today marks the 50th anniversary of the death of Osajefu Kwame Nkrumah, and as in the tradition of Ghana, he's remembered on the Thursday instead of on the Wednesday, when he took his last breath, but we decided to remember him on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. To all of the presenters who have gone before, who have delivered phenomenal presentations, we thank you so, so much. To Leader Bandaka, who has been a backbone in the structure of things, we thank you so, so much for lending your expertise, for lending your spiritual gifts, and your ability to just hold things together and help to make the event, the special occasion and the event that our elder wanted it to be. We thank you so much for applying your skills to this and your time. We thank you to your wife. We thank you to your family for sparing you and for allowing you the time as well to share with the wider community.
Kwame Nkrumah, Kantaman so Jim Dow Kwame, Africa Jata Kwame, Obroni so Kwame, Okukodu for Kwame Nkrumah Juma Swahili Jum. What we are saying, the Papa, this is a Swahili song. This is who says that do good deeds for you to remember. For the good deeds of Nkrumah, that's why we are remembering him today. And the song goes like, of Venerable Amankwaah. Let my people go. When I was in Egypt, let my people go. Press so hard, let my people go. Go down, go down. Go free. Let Africa you go free. When Israel was in Egypt, let the suffering go on. They could not press on. They could not stand. Let my people go
An absolutely amazing day, and we've just lost connection there, but what an amazing day it has been. And I want to thank everybody for their participation in today's event, for making it the special ceremonial event that it has been, for ushering in the spirit of the late great Kwame Nkrumah. As we say, Nkrumah never dies, as the spirit lives on in each and every one of you and in each and every one of us, wherever we are in the world, whether we're at home on the continent or whether we are abroad. What we do know is that the flame was lit today, and 50 years to the passing of Kwame Nkrumah, but his name lives on, and we have our work cut out now to do between now and the next 50 years, so that we could instill the memory of this great man in every child, every man, and every woman. So as today comes to an end, we want to thank everybody for their participation throughout the entire ceremony. And we give thanks, and we send you all in peace, in harmony, in the spirit of oneness, and very importantly, in the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah. One love, everybody. Bye for now.